This is Hauntline. Don't look away. It was 3:42 a.m. when the camera caught something that shouldn't have had a mouth, saying my name. I'm not a ghost hunter. I'm not even brave. I'm a guy who wanted to stop my neighbor's dog from digging under my fence. The property line behind my house opens into a stretch of woods the locals call the back acres. It's not a forest, more like a rough triangle of neglected land with deer trails and a creek. People dump broken furniture there. Teenagers drink there. I set up a trail cam because the dog kept vanishing into the trees and coming back covered in mud, like it had found a portal to another world. The first week was normal. Raccoons, deer, one coyote that stared into the lens so long it felt personal. Then on Friday, I got a notification. Motion detected, 3:42 a.m. The clip opened on empty woods. The night vision washed everything green. Trees stood like frozen ribs. The creek was a pale line in the background. Nothing moved. I almost closed it. Then the audio came through, a soft breath. Not wind, a breath, close to the mic. And a voice, careful and practiced, like it had listened to humans a lot, but never quite got the rhythm. Jason. My phone slipped in my hand. I swear the sound wasn't loud, just near, like someone leaned over my shoulder to say it. I replayed it 10 times. Each time I tried to rationalize, maybe a kid, maybe someone trespassing, maybe my mind filling in what wasn't there. But the voice didn't sound like a kid. It sounded like something testing a word. I didn't tell anyone at first, because it felt stupid, like telling your friends your fridge is haunted. Plus, I didn't want to invite people into the back acres at night to prove I wasn't imagining it. I checked the next clips. 2:11 a.m., empty. 3:05 a.m., empty. 3:41 a.m., empty. 3:42 a.m., the name. I scrolled back, looking for any hint of a person. There was none. The camera didn't show a face, no shadow crossing, nothing, except the lens slightly fogged for a second, like something warm passed close. I went outside the next morning, broad daylight. I followed the trail where the dog usually slipped in. The air smelled like wet bark and old leaves. I found the trail cam strapped to a tree about shoulder height, exactly where I'd left it. But there was something new on the bark beneath it. Scratches, shallow, like someone had carved with a dull nail. At first, it looked random. Then my stomach turned cold as I recognized the shape of letters. Jason. Not even my real spelling, just how it sounded. I ripped the camera down and took it inside. The rational part of me said, someone's messing with you. The irrational part, older, primal, said, the woods heard you, like a parrot in the dark. I didn't sleep that night. At 3:37 a.m., my phone buzzed again. Another notification. Motion detected. But the camera was on my kitchen counter. I opened the app with shaking hands. The clip loaded. Green night vision. It was still filming. But it wasn't my kitchen. It was the woods. Again. Same angle. Same tree. Same creek line. Except the camera viewpoint was lower, closer to the ground. And the trunk with the strap was now empty. I watched the frame for movement. The insects hummed. Leaves trembled. Then something entered from the bottom edge of the screen. Slow and deliberate. Not a face. A hand. Or something shaped like a hand. Too long at the joints, like it was built from wrong measurements. The skin looked like bark that had tried to become flesh. It brushed the lens, testing, like you'd touch glass to see if it's really there. Then the voice returned, closer than last time, almost affectionate. Jason, you moved it. I froze so hard my teeth hurt. The clip continued. The hand lifted the camera slightly. The view tilted upward toward the deeper woods. And for the first time, the night vision caught the outline of something between the trees. Tall, still, not approaching, waiting. You know that feeling when you realize someone is already in your house and they've been quiet long enough to learn your routine? That's what it felt like. The voice whispered, "Put it back." I didn't. I powered the camera off, pulled the batteries, and shoved it into a drawer like it was a live insect. For 3 days, nothing happened. Then, Monday morning, I found fresh scratches on my fence. Not claw marks, letters. This time the spelling was better. Jason. Beneath it, a second line. Where is the eye? I called the police. I tried to sound calm. I told them someone was vandalizing my property. They came, took pictures, asked if I had enemies. I almost showed them the footage, but something stopped me because I knew what they'd say. It's a prank. You're stressed. It's an audio glitch. And the deeper fear, if I showed them, it would make it real in a way I couldn't undo. That night at 3:42 a.m., the power in my house flickered. Not off, just a stutter. My phone lit up by itself. A new notification appeared, even though the camera had no batteries. Motion detected. 3:42 a.m. I didn't open it. I stared at the screen until it dimmed. Then, from outside, right beyond my backyard, came a voice, perfectly speaking now, no longer testing. Jason, I can say it right. And something in the trees clicked, like a camera shutter. If you made it out, subscribe for more chilling tales. The next file is already waiting.